cooked all of that. We're just saying that here. I've gone through the list of all the things. I've got a list waiting to be ordered now. Ordered all the spices, fenugreek, chaat masala. I've got all of that ready and waiting to go. So if I've remembered everything, it's all on our website, of course, what we've been making today, and I'm about to place my order.
It's incredible. Do you know, it's so heartwarming just hearing you talk like that. Those are strange words, aren't they? Not many people know about those, but they're obscure, kind of A-level curry-making spices. So it means the world that, A, you can say them, B, you can buy them.
Well, he hasn't put the order in yet, because you might need to add some more to the list.
Yes, absolutely.
Another one here.
Yeah, that's why I haven't actually said
Not yet. Hold your horses. So what have you got for us now? I mean, I'm saying that it's in front of us. Salmon.
It's salmon. Yeah, so you need to taste it while it's still warm. Now, this is tamer, and this is simple and easy. But what I want to show you here is the kind of backbone of making a spiced fruit dressing.
OK.
So this is mango and coriander salmon. Now, this dressing that I'm going to make is something that you could use with anything. So it's a great kind of barbecue glaze. It's great for roasting things.
Yeah.
Fantastic on salmon, but brilliant on things like chicken or tofu or paneer, or even things like bang bang cauliflower. Wow. So if you just got cauliflower, steamed it and put this glaze on and barbecued it. So this is the backbone of it. We start by heating a little bit of oil in the pan. Yep. So we're talking about 2 or 3 sort of tablespoons of olive oil. I've gone a bit heavy on that because we were chatting. So but anyway, now this is really important. Whenever you want to create a spiced kind of fruit sauce, you use cumin seeds. Cumin seeds, when they're raw, can you taste it? They're quite gruff. Yeah. And they taste almost like, well, they smell like tomcat. You know, they've got this kind of acrid edge to them. But when you fry them, and this is really important, when you fry them, they become citrus and nutty. But this is really important. There's a bit of water in there. You need to fry them to the point that they are almost black. Because what happens in each of these sort of seeds, these seed spices in Indian cooking, they all contain aromatic oils. They're little capsules of aromatic oils. And you want the oil from the pan to enter the seed and pull out those aromatic oils. That scented oil now dresses whatever you're going to do to it.
Just remind us what those seeds were again.
They are cumin seeds. Yeah. So can you smell
reminding
that already?
yourself to put that on the list?
Yeah, get that on the list.
You can see straight.
Note to self.
You should do a range of spices, don't I'm missing out here.
Exactly, you should.
OK, so we have fried our cumin seeds. So you can see, I hope you can sort of see that on the screen. They're getting really dark brown, and that is when you know that they are right. Up to that point, they are dormant.
You've taken that off the heat, so you could burn them if you were
You could, yeah. And it's just because I talk so much and watch you eating. So I've taken those off the heat, and I'm going to add my other ingredients. So now you've had that really sacred moment in the pan. Now you add garlic. And this is crazy, isn't it? Because we're fruit. We're in the realms of fruit here. But garlic...
And garlic.
Garlic and fruit across the world is a thing. So I was just talking to Kasia, who does my makeup. She's Polish, and we were talking about pickling. The Poles pickle pears with garlic, and they eat them as savoury additions to... It's fantastic. So it's worth trying. So, and this is great with kind of pickled fruit as well. So in goes the garlic. Remember, the cumin has done its work. The garlic goes in. And into this, I'm going to very simply add, and this is the glory of this, tinned mango slices. Wow. So tinned mango slices and their juices. In they go. Now, again, this is just the basic principles of a kind of spiced fruit sauce. Let me just get that slightly on the heat. So it could be gooseberries, it could be rhubarb, it could be anything. Plums, fantastic. But this is what's so great. It's real sort of store-cupboard ingredients. So in go the mangoes. We go in with coriander powder. So already it's going to be delicious. If you want to up it a bit, coriander powder is almost like a herb rather than a spice. I wouldn't call it a spice. It gives you that lovely kind of herby, earthy note. You know, it's kind of, it's almost grassy. That's what we say about coriander. So we're just building up those layers of flavour. Now, once again, Holly, you're asking how long these things last. Once you've cooked this paste, it's going to end up looking like this. Yeah. That goes in a jar in your fridge, and you could have it with cheese on toast, bacon sandwiches, whatever. You can use it as a glaze.
It's really good. And I'm a bit weird about fruit with savoury things, like pineapple on a pizza.
Yeah, but no,
this is like a different thing.
Yeah.
I always think about it. Do you know when I'm thinking about what to cook? I always think, because I remember doing chicken curry with pineapple and you freaked out.
Yes.
And I didn't know that that was something you could freak out, but you're quite right. So I'm always really conscious.
But this is really good. Like, I tried the fish on its own. I was like, oh, that was good. And then I was like, I'll just try a little bit of that fruit stuff, see if I like it. And I'm like, no, I'm really into it. I'm really into it. It's lovely.
And then simply salt, tiny little bit for a kick, a bit of chilli powder. And I'm going to add lemon to this because what lemon does is it slightly, splashes it in, slightly stops it oxidising so it doesn't go brown as quickly. But you are going to cook that down. Oh, gosh, this whole dish is half an hour all in. And it will go kind of mushy and then just finish mashing it with a fork and you end up with this. Here we go. Now we're going to do the salmon. And again, you could do this with anything. So I'm going to take the salmon, I'm going to put it in a dish. Now, I'm going to unusually dress the salmon with the paste. So we're getting it instantly into the skin. Now, if you do this a day before, what will happen is that fruit will almost start to cook that salmon, which is amazing.
So just with the... you say it's half hour, it's a half-hour dish. The time is spent, the half hour, because the salmon's not going to take very long to cook. Yeah. So the time is spent in the breaking down of the tinned mango.
That's exactly right. You know, it's probably not even a half-hour dish, it's probably less than that.
Right.
But, yeah, you break that down. Honestly, that's pretty much done, so you don't really even need to wait. All I'm doing is I'm coating it in the mango and then in the flour.
Skin off?
Skin. I love skin.
I don't like it.
If you don't like skin, take the skin off.
Yeah.
If you don't like skin, take it off. So that's not necessary at all. The skin doesn't really add unless you're a skin fan, as I am. And then what you're going to do is fry that. Now, remember, we're just going to get it to the other side of pink. And you are going to end up with something that's like that you've just eaten.
Yep.
Yep.
Now, I'm going to serve that with... I really want to show you this really simple boiled potato dish. Okay. And it's just what I do to them every time. So, boiled potatoes. Into that, we add... a little bit of olive oil, so it's really healthy. Healthier. They're still potatoes. I don't know, you had that whole carb section. I'm a bit anxious. OK. Then we have rock salt, a squeeze of lemon.
They're really nice.
And coriander.
The lemon in that.
Yeah. The lemon really works. Do you know what? That you need acidity with something like this, especially with salmon that's an oily fish. That acidity on the side really, really helps. So it's just a really lovely thing to serve with. Now, those are gorgeous, warm or cold. And then we just garnish with a little bit of...
That is so lovely. There is so much going on, but it all works together so beautifully.
Are you getting the flavours of the mango?
Yes, I love it. It's really delicious. Thank you.
I'm really glad. So you just want that to be brown. Just make sure your salmon is done, cooked all the way through, but a little bit pink in the middle is how it's at its very best, to be honest.
Don't cook it too much.
Yeah.
It's just incredible. It's so tasty.
I'm so glad.
Have you got your list?
Yeah, I've got my list all sorted.
Good. You just need to go check out now your basket. For details of today's recipe and more delicious ideas from our chefs, download the free This Morning app.